on CW6.
The CSRA Ultimate SafeHomesDV.org.
The live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on. The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today.
Now on News Channel 65, a suspect arrested in a deadly stabbing.
We'll have the latest on the investigation as your news at 5 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with a suspect in custody in the murder of a Helms College student in Augusta. 32-year-old Justin Johnson was taken into custody yesterday for the murder of Martin Gordon. Gordon was found stabbed last October in the parking lot of Helms College on Washington Road. The arrest comes after deputies met with someone who provided information on the case.
At least 2 inmates injured after an incident at the Hancock State Prison in Sparta.
For a first check of the weather,
Here's meteorologist Avery Gray.
Hey guys, it was definitely a warm day. 62 degrees was our high yesterday, but our overnight low dropped down to 22 degrees, so we have definitely seen that cold air riding into place. Our Terry Lambert Hyundai sky became very clear across the Augusta area as a high pressure system takes dominance, and our winds are coming in from the southwest direction, allowing us to be a bit on that warmer side today. 12-mile-per-hour wind gusts there in Augusta. Our temperature is 60 degrees in Augusta. We're seeing the upper 50s to low 60s across the board, and over the next couple of days we are going to start to see some rain chances on Wednesday. I'll have more about that coming up in just a bit. Back to you guys.
All right, Avery, thank you. Game wardens here and around Georgia are getting a boost in resources to make communities safer. It's thanks to a partnership between the Georgia DNR and Georgia Power. Graham Lee is here now with the story.
DNR and Georgia Power have teamed up to equip game wardens across the state with AEDs to help in their first response mission. So we caught up with some local game wardens to find out what this means for them. Corporal Quentin Reed says it's a goal for him and other game wardens in 2026 to make life safer for the public after seeing several incidents in 2025.
In Region 3 as a whole, we had approximately 20 boating incidents and 4 drownings.
Each situation is different, but part of their mission is to ensure safety on the land and water. Now, thanks to a partnership with the Georgia DNR and Georgia Power, game wardens around the Peach State have AEDs on hand in their trucks and boats.
We're generally out here on patrol when a good majority of the boating public's out here, and it just gives us the opportunity to get to them quickly and start those life-saving measures until the professionals get here.
It's made possible through a more than $400,000 investment by the state to get 218 AEDs, or automated external defibrillators. They're medical devices that are used when someone is experiencing cardiac arrest.
There's going to be those instances where somebody goes in the water and unfortunately they don't know how to swim, or maybe it was induced by a boating accident and they're unconscious. In those situations, those AEDs are extremely helpful. And then it would say give 2 breaths, and then you're checking on your subject
Attach defib pads to patient's bare chest.
Game wardens say having them on hand is something they haven't had in the past and can save valuable time in the case of an emergency.
We can be far away from the nearest AED, which could be in the house, it could be in a business or anything like that, and having them in our boats or having them in our trucks or readily available allows us to better serve our community, better help that person that's going through such a traumatic experience.
So the 218 AEDs have already been distributed to game wardens across the Peach State. DNR is continuing to work with Georgia Power to supply them with more resources to make life easier and safer for the public. Brad?
Well done, Graham. Thank you. Augusta leaders saying now the way forward is clear when it comes to some city parks. A commission committee hearing from consultants today. They did a study that determined the city's 9 most underused parks. While the rec department is facing $1 million budget cut this year, so some city leaders say even though some neighbors don't want this to happen, it's time to move on from the properties.
We have so many parks out there that we can't take care of them to the, caliber and the standard that they need to be taken care of. So I think if we consolidate fewer parks, we'll get better servers and better facilities.
Commissioners calling the list a start, and they'll hear from consultants next month on the assessed value of each park. There's a renewed push to expand healthcare access in Georgia this session. Enhanced premium tax credits expired last year. Those were part of the Affordable Care Act. Some are urging lawmakers to come up with more funding for healthcare.
The state could invest more money into that and revamp it a little bit, which will have a little bit of an impact. And on a larger scale, the state could decide to invest money directly, essentially in its own subsidies, to bring down the cost of health insurance for Georgians enrolled in Georgia Access. So there's a few different ways the state could go about it, but there's other states with state-based marketplaces that have done the same thing.
Supporters say that extra funding would help rural hospitals and expand Medicaid.
A local church is working to restore one of its stained glass windows. Reed Memorial Presbyterian Church on Walton Way has enlisted the help of the National Stained Glass Consulting Group because the jewels in the window need a restoration. This week, they're working to remove the 22-foot stained glass window titled Redemption. The window is removed piece by piece like a puzzle.
These are treasures, both because of their value, but also because of the story that they tell. And every Sunday we sit in these pews and we're able to see the word proclaimed, not just verbally, but through the art.
There's a track on each side that we can slide it up and down, and that's how a panel comes out.
Once the window is removed, it will be shipped off to Minnesota. The repair process will take a year to 18 months.
Coming up, a South Carolina pastor in court.
We'll take you inside the arraignment of John Paul Miller next.
It's covered under one roof.
Time with your family is sacred. I cherish the moments I spend with my wife and son every day. As a lawyer, I know how an injury can change all of that in an instant. It impacts your health, your work, your loved ones, your whole life. I'm Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. After your accident, I'm here to help you recover and get what you deserve for your injuries so you can get back to the moments that really matter. After an accident, call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. 706-724-7224.
Rise and shine. If you live in St. John Towers, you don't want to miss a minute of the day ahead. Join good friends for fun and games. Maybe hop on the bus for an outing. Take a fitness class. Drop by the lively dining room for a meal. Walk your dog. Or simply enjoy quiet time in your cozy apartment. Pay us a visit and see why St. John Towers has been Augusta's premier senior living community for more than 50 years. In celebration of Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, Augusta Mini Theater invites you to the grand opening of its Instructional and Performance Center's ribbon cutting, January the 16th at 5 p.m., and the dedication, performance, and reception on January 17th at 6 p.m. Then don't miss our general performance Sunday, January 18th at 3. It's been 50 years of teaching life skills through dance, drama, piano, visual arts, and academic coaching. Call or visit our website for more details.
Tony Howard's Motown Reviews.
Get clear, accurate stories that don't waste your time at WJBF.com.
A North Augusta pond that's been a local fishing spot for decades is now off limits. Anglers say a city ban is taking away more than just their pastime. Aiken Bureau Chief Sean Capitstock has more.
Anglers are organizing through a Facebook group to fight for fishing access here at West Pond. They say alternatives don't compare, and support is growing fast.
I used to enjoy coming home from work, being able to throw a rod in my car, just go down there and stay on the bank and just fish for 30 minutes and get some peace and some tranquility from the wildlife.
In December, North Augusta City Council banned fishing and boating at the pond to protect the federally designated wetland. The council vote was split 4-2 and came during the busy holiday season.
No way that you can take 1 week time because they didn't have data to study.
The city offered other ponds, but Hobbs says they fall short. West Pond is 16 acres with public and ADA access. The others are tiny, unmaintained runoff ponds.
They don't send grounds crews around there to weed eat around them.
The city says the ban protects wildlife. Hobbs says there's no evidence of a wildlife crisis and anglers are being singled out.
Are we going to ban dogs from being walked at West Pond if they spook a bird, or if they happen to be walking by an alligator and an alligator scurries in the water?
He and his wife Sarah was even married there 16 years ago.
I knew my husband had such a love for wildlife and fishing, so for us it was just kind of, what else would we have done? Anybody would. We just want to hold people accountable for decisions made without our input.
So far, the city hasn't signaled any changes, but the group plans to speak out at the next council meeting on February 2nd. In North Augusta, I'm Macon Bureau Chief Sean Cabbage-Stock, WJBF News Channel 6.
A South Carolina pastor was arraigned on federal and keeping students in Richmond County warm.
How you can help them get the winter clothes they need after the forecast.
And more cold temperatures are on the way, but will we see any wintry weather with that? The answer is coming up in the full forecast straight ahead.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live 536 mobile app. Download it today.
Dad, what's going on?
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 536.
Welcome back. Temperatures across the CSRA nice and mild in the upper 50s to low 60s across the board. We're sitting at 60 here in Augusta. And as we're looking at satellite and radar, high pressure dominating over our area, bringing us some clear skies, which you can see across the CSRA on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam here. And it's actually gorgeous as we have some sunsets going on, or the sun trying to start to set at the very least. Temperatures once again 60 degrees, winds coming in from the west-southwest at 7. That's allowing us to be a little bit on that warmer side today. And we're going to start to see these winds increase ahead of a cold front that's coming through. That's going to bring us our next chance for rain tomorrow. 40% chance on Wednesday. Then here is a look at that futurecast. Cold front going to come through around 4 o'clock in the evening. That continuing through the overnight hours, clearing out around 3 o'clock in the morning though on Thursday, leaving for us a windier and cooler Thursday ahead. Here's a look at that futurecast a little bit closer to home. 4 o'clock starting to see those showers enter in. We'll see pockets of heavier downpours here and there by 6:30. That continuing through 9. And then we're going to start to see those showers linger towards our southeastern counties there across the viewing area. 3 o'clock in the morning, we're completely clear, leaving us for a very nice Thursday ahead of us, much clearer, but on that windier side. This cold front really going to affect our overnight low temperatures as we're dropping down to 20 degrees Thursday night into Friday morning. Then we're going to start to see those temperatures go back up just a little bit. It's also going to affect our daytime temperatures, our daytime highs as well. 46 for the high on Thursday, 57 on Saturday after a brief warm up, but then we're cooling right back down to 45 come Sunday, and that's because of an Arctic blast coming through. That's due to an upper level trough pulling in air from the north, that Arctic air filtering into our area, and there is the talks about some winter weather with this, but our futurecast dew point temperatures not looking promising, at least for the GFS. 19 degree dew point, going to be extremely dry. We're going to see something more similar to what the Barron's putting out for us Sunday at 7 o'clock in the morning with a 29 degree dew point, and that's putting two different forecasts for us. Right now, with the GFS, we're staying dry and cold. With Barron, we could see a wintry mix. Overall, not going to be that winter wonderland that you're hoping for, more of like a headache, but it is possible if we were to have that moisture stay in place. But the thing right now, we are 5 to 7 days out, so we're looking at what are the model trends. And right now, the models aren't even in agreement. And so because those models aren't in agreement, we can't tell you the specific storm impacts yet. That's more 1 to 3 days out. So as these models start fine-tuning and we start fine-tuning the forecast, we'll have more information for you about that. As we're looking 6 to 10 days out ahead, mid to late January, temperatures staying below normal, so on that colder side, and our overnight lows tonight near average at 36 degrees, highs tomorrow 56, that's only 3 degrees below average. And here's a look at your 10-day forecast where we're expecting some rainfall on Wednesday, 40% chance for those scattered showers, remaining cold throughout the week. Sunday, the possibility is there, but we don't have a definite answer for sure yet.
All right, thanks a lot, Avery.
The Salvation Army of Augusta is partnering with the Richmond County School District for a community-wide winter clothing drive. Students, families, and school staff are collecting new or gently used winter items, including coats, hats, scarves, gloves, and blankets. You can donate at any Salvation Army location.
So we give out free clothing to anyone in the community, not just our clients who are staying at the Center of Hope. Literally anyone who needs clothing can come here and receive a clothing voucher. They can use it in this store that is at the Center of Hope or any of our thrift stores.
The winter clothing drive continues until early February.
Up next, a hero in plain clothes.
How a first responder saved a man's life while off the clock. After the break.
WellStar's doctors and nurses design.
It's time to play! I think he wants enough Dolly Parton at Dollywood. Correct.
It's still more, only on Live.
You're right.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Weekday mornings at 9 on News Channel 6.
Welcome back, everybody. A California dad recovering at home thanks to the quick thinking of a firefighter who was off duty.
And he got a chance to thank the man who saved his life. Chip Yost was there.
When San Juan Hills High School football coach Rob Frith was rushed to the hospital last month, his family rushed there too.
I was with my mom when we got the call. It must have been somebody there, and these guys took over, gave me one of their numbers. They were able to communicate with me throughout the whole call right there.
We got there, we were praying, every time one of the nurses would come out, we'd look at their reaction on their face.
Rob, the family learned, had been playing pickleball at Richard T. Steed Memorial Park when he had a heart attack.
It hit me so fast, I dropped. I just dropped on the back of my head.
But good fortune was on Rob's side because at that moment, off-duty firefighter John Rollins just happened to be playing at the same park.
The situation deteriorated, and Rob had stopped breathing, and we couldn't feel a pulse. So I started chest compressions and did my best to make sure that I did everything I was trained to do to give Rob the best chance that he had to make it until the advanced life support showed up.
Johnny, thank you from the bottom of my heart for saving my husband. I've been with him for 30 years, so this means everything. You are our forever hero, along with the other men that were there with you that day.
Thanks to John's quick actions and the arrival of other first responders, Rob survived. And Monday, he and his family got to thank John for what he did. During the meetup, Rob reflected on an interesting conversation he had in the back of the ambulance that day.
The next thing I remember is I was in an ambulance and looking at two paramedics, and I think I looked at him and just kind of said, well, if I'm looking at you two guys right now, something bad must have happened to me. And I think the response was something like, no, you're looking at us right now, I think something really good happened to you. And that's Johnny saving my life.
That does it for us this half hour, but we have more coverage you can count on at 5:30.
Including President Trump saying the U.S. is now...
More at DianaKrall.com.
Attention viewers, CW6 is now available on YouTube TV. It's never been easier to watch all your favorite CW shows, sports, talk, reality, and so much more. CW6. Watch it today on YouTube TV. The Live 5 for 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping today's local headlines, deputies make an arrest 3 months after the stabbing death of a Helms College student. Officers charging 32-year-old Justin Johnson with the murder of Martin Gordon. Game wardens here and around Georgia are getting a boost in resources to make communities safer. It's thanks to a partnership between the Georgia Department of Natural Resources and Georgia Power. Augusta leaders say the way forward is clear when it comes to some city parks. A commission committee hearing from consultants on their study that determined the 9 most underused in the city. And we'll have these stories and more coming up at 6. But now, Coverage you can count on continues with President Donald Trump saying, well, it's time now for a first check of our weather with the meteorologist Avery Gray, and it was another beautiful day. Just a little chilly, but I guess we're on par for this time of year.
That's right, Dee. We were actually 3 degrees above average today with a high coming in at 62. Overnight lows, though, were quite on that chillier side at 22 degrees recorded at Augusta Busch Field today. Our average right now, 59 degrees. And across the CSRA, our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam is showing us some beautiful views of some sunsets across our viewing area. Our winds coming in from the southwest, which has allowed us to be on the warmer side today. Those winds coming in around 13 miles per hour at the moment, and our temperatures across the CSRA in the upper 50s to low 60s for the majority of us. We're standing strong at 60 degrees here in Augusta, and over the next couple of days we can expect some rainfall on Wednesday. That's going to lead to chillier temperatures on Thursday, and I'll have more information about that coming up soon. Back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. We'll see you in a few more minutes. Well, in Las Vegas, a police drone helped officers locate a young child who was missing. Family members called 911 to report their child was gone. Las Vegas police deployed their drone as officers were dispatched to the scene. The drone used thermal imaging to scan the area and located the small child in a backyard nearby. An officer arrived on the scene and then reunited the child with the family. Well, we're learning more about how social media affects the mental health of children. A study in Australia found kids in grades 4 to 12 who spent a large amount of time on social media had lower levels of happiness, life satisfaction, and emotional regulation. But interestingly, kids who used no social media also had worse emotional well-being. Children who used a moderate amount of social media were most likely to have good mental health. Private tutoring can cost thousands, but now AI field programs are changing the game. Programs like Khan Academy's AI chatbot for SAT prep, for instance, only cost $4 a month, compared with some one-on-one tutors who cost $400 a month.
Just making that accessible for everyone gives everyone a fair chance.
Many are surprised just how much AI programs helped them. That's good to know if you have a teen who is preparing to take the SAT. Well, a new report shows cancer survival rates are on the rise. The American Cancer Society's latest annual report revealing 7 in 10 people in the U.S. are now reaching the 5-year milestone after a cancer diagnosis. ABC's Melissa Dawn explains.
Nearly 6,000 people will be diagnosed with cancer daily, according to the American Cancer Society. But despite the scary news that often accompanies the disease, the Cancer Society's latest annual report revealing the U.S. 5-year relative survival rate for all cancers combined is up 70% for people diagnosed between 2015 and 2021.
About 35% of folks with metastatic disease are really alive at 5 years. That's a huge improvement.
Dr. William Dayhut, the Chief Scientific Officer of the American Cancer Society, explaining on Good Morning America today why cancer survivability is up.
If we went back to the 1970s, less than half of the people would be cancer-free or surviving, at 5 years. So it's really been driven by a couple things. Number one, tobacco. Tobacco use and really drives so many cancers. So the fact that 44% of people were smoking in the 60s, like only 11% now, that's dramatic. Second, for those cancers that we can screen, early detection has made a difference. And finally, therapy.
The Cancer Society says the death rate has now declined by 34% since its peak in 1991.
People reach out because they know that I've gone through it a couple times.
Right.
And I tell them the progress that's been made since I was diagnosed, the progress that has been made is tremendous.
Yeah, we're in our last miles. In a marathon, the last miles are really hard. We're not there yet. But if we all work together, we can slug up those last 6 miles and get to the end there. So
there is hope.
There's definitely hope.
The American Cancer Society report also notes that certain common cancers are still increasing, including breast, prostate, and colon. And the Cancer Society says science is working hard not only to improve outcomes, but to cure patients. Melissa Dawn, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Coming up, a country song making history, a look at Will Smith's National Geographic series, and more. It's new and it's trending up next.
Cold temperatures are on the way because of a cold front. I'll have more information and your futurecast coming up soon. Stick around.
legislation.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time now for a look at what's trending. A country song just made history going double diamond. Take a look. Have some good weather. Oh, wow. We see the shivering here. That's not good for me, but some of y'all might like this. We'll see what is coming our way when Avery joins us with your full forecast next.
A car wreck can happen in a snap, but
Closed captioning on News Channel 6 is sponsored by Hearing Associates of South Carolina. The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5/6.
Welcome back. Temperatures across the CSRA still standing strong in those upper 50s, low 60s. We're still at 60 degrees here in Augusta. We're a little bit cooler down in Sylvania at 54, but overall some pretty mild temperatures for right now as we're heading into the 6 o'clock hour. Our satellite and radar showing that high pressure has really dominated over our area, bringing us some clear skies, which is allowing us to see a very beautiful sunset here outside of Television Park on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview. Almost cotton candy-like skies there with the purples, blues, pinks. 60 degrees is that temperature once again. Winds coming in from the west-southwest at 7 miles per hour. Those winds only expected to increase this week as we are anticipating a cold front coming our way. That's going to bring us our next chance for rain tomorrow at 40%. And here's a look at that futurecast. Seeing that cold front come through around 4 o'clock in the evening all the way until midnight. Right after midnight, we'll see a few lingering showers, but by 3 o'clock, we're going to be completely clear across our area. And here's a look a little bit closer to home. We'll see those showers come in around 6:30 in the evening, that continuing through 9 o'clock. Then by midnight, we're going to start to see those showers really hanging out here around our southeastern counties. But by 3 o'clock, we're completely clear, and then we're off for a beautiful day on Thursday, a little bit windier and much, much cooler. Those overnight low temperatures definitely expected to drop as a result of this cold front. Thursday night into Friday morning, we're expecting an overnight low of 20 degrees. Our high temperatures also affected by this as well. 46 for your high on Thursday. We'll briefly warm up to 57 come Saturday, but we're dropping right back down to 45 on Sunday again. And that's because of Arctic air filtering into our area because of an upper level trough. That upper level trough right there going to allow for that Arctic air to cool down into the south on Sunday, and that's going to lead to the possibility for wintry weather. But right now, the GFS is showing some pretty low dew points here, and those low dew points are really going to choke out any of that wintry weather that we could have. A 19-degree dew point in Augusta for Sunday morning is going to be extremely low, but the Barron model, so a different model here, is showing dew points in near 30. So if our dew points are near 30, then we're going to have a much more saturated profile, allowing for wintry weather to happen. So right now, GFS showing us dry and cold across our area. The Barron model showing us wintry mix. This is a changing forecast. Models are always changing because the weather's always changing. And right now we're 5 to 7 days out, and so we're most focused on what are the model trends. And right now the models are trending to not agree. They're not in agreement. So as soon as we get 1 to 3 days out, we'll see a little bit better of what we can expect from these storm impacts. But overall, we are looking great for our 10-day forecast. A little bit on that cooler side tomorrow with a 10% chance for rain, or 40%, excuse me. And then as we go throughout the week, those below average temperatures continuing. Great if you love the cold.
Right, and I always complain about it, but I'm like, there are people out here who love the cold. So
that's right.
Good for y'all. Y'all enjoy this. I'm not.
I just don't want my toes to get cold.
Or hands or fingers, all that. Yeah, all that. But some people love it. Hey, hey. All right, thanks so much. Coming up, a teacher endearing helping students stay on track while having fun. We'll have more on this week's Golden Apple Award winner after this break.
The rules to go through Wednesday.
I'm Shalonda Morris with Universal Plumbing. Do you know a great teacher who deserves recognition? Go to WJBF.com and nominate your favorite teacher today.
You wouldn't have your ex officiate your wedding.
Do you, Jake? Liar, cheater, gaslighter.
So why have anyone but America's largest injury law firm handle your injury case? Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. It's bow time.
Hurry into Bojangles for 2 scratch-made sizzling sausage biscuits for just $4. One bite, and you'll want breakfast for dinner. Good thing we serve savory sausage biscuits all day. But this 2-for-4 deal won't last forever. It's bow time.
When my father was facing the cost of a full roof replacement, it just didn't make sense for him at his age. He turned to Roof Savers, and they gave him a solution that was affordable, trustworthy, and long-lasting. Renew at 17 helped restore flexibility to his shingles, protected them, locked in the granules, and extended the life of his roof by 17 years with one treatment. That peace of mind meant everything to him and to me.
For many homeowners, especially those on a fixed income, the thought of a new roof can be intimidating and in many cases completely unnecessary. That's why Roof Savers created a smarter alternative. Their patent-pending Renew at 17 technology is designed to extend the life of your existing roof by 17 years with just one application, helping protect checking, savings, and retirement accounts.
Here's how Roof Savers does it with a simple, proven 3-step process. Step 1 is a roof tune-up, replacing missing shingles, repairing pop nails, and checking any pipe boots for leaks. Second, a professional soft wash, where we gently wash your roof to remove unsightly black streaks, algae, moss, and organic buildup, instantly improving curb appeal. Step 3 is the Renew It application. We apply our patent-pending Renew It 17 formula, adding 17 years of additional life to your roof with just one treatment.
Roof Savers preserved my father's roof, and they can help preserve yours too.
America's #1 choice for roof preservation is Roof Savers. Save your roof, save your money.
Today, we meet a teacher who has a super fun, super stimulating learning environment. Brad Means joins us now.
It's so true. She really finds the right balance of playtime and learning time. She turns games into lesson plans, and the next thing you know, her students are ready for first grade and the rest of their academic careers. To Deering Elementary we go, where Kelly Evans is the winner of the Golden Apple Award. Kelly Evans loves her little ones. She makes kindergarten fun, and that makes them want to learn.
I just felt a special bond with the younger kids. I know this is my forte, where I belong. A little less attitude and a little more gratitude.
Ms. Evans knows that this is an easily distractible age group, but there are ways to keep them locked in.
We'll use fun things to make sure we keep them interactive. We will use goldfish, M&Ms, Skittles, anything that we need to do just to help us get the concept across.
Ms. Evans came here from Kansas about a decade ago.
I moved here for love, but I found a family at Deering Elementary, and I'm blessed to come to a place that I love, with people I love, and I get to do what I love.
And when she's not here in the classroom, she's helping her colleagues.
I serve as the grade chair for the kindergarten team, and then also as a mentor for new teachers that come into our district.
So whether it's teaching children or helping her fellow educators, Kelly Evans stays very busy. And sometimes she takes a moment to appreciate the rewards of all that hard work.
It's such an exciting thing to be able to watch our kids go all the way through 5th grade and then see them do our dog walk going to the middle school. It is a great feeling to know that I played a role in their educational success while they were here at Deering.
Congratulations, Ms. Evans. What about you? Is there a teacher in your life who deserves the Golden Apple Award? Please let us know. All you have to do is go to WJBF.com, find the Golden Apple link, and fill out a nomination form. News Channel 6 at 6 is next.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live 536 mobile app. Download it today.
Years ago, I lost my father.